I miss hugging my mom, right? Like that never goes away.
Yeah, haptics is hard.
Yeah. And so my question is about that. It's about this feeling of like, it's hard for me to imagine a future where real physical presence is not different and special in some way, where I don't miss literally hugging my mom.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how you think about the parts of human connection that are eye contact and physical touch and things that our ape brains value for connection with other people.
Yeah, well, eye contact I think we're going to get to a lot before the touch part. For haptics, I do think we'll make progress on that, but it's obviously, there's a spectrum there too, from kind of hands, which is where if you draw out the kind of like homunculus version of a person in terms of like what are our kind of sensory, what's like the majority of what we're sensing.
Yeah,
it's like it's hand. Yeah. So I think being able to do that for your hands is probably the most important place to start. And you have a rough version of that with controllers today. I think that'll get even more over time. We have this demo playing ping pong where you have a controller where as the digital ball hits the ping pong paddle, you feel it hit as if it's hitting the ping pong paddle wherever it is. So you actually have a sense of like where it's hitting the paddle. So I think that was just a wild demo. So I think we'll get some of that. The most extreme version of this is wanting force feedback, right? So I mean, like for doing a lot of sports, right? It's like, okay, we can kind of do a good approximation of like boxing today, where you get like good feedback on your hands, but it would be hard to do a virtual reality version of jujitsu where you're like grappling with someone and you need like real kind of force feedback on it. So that's probably like the hardest thing, right, to go do. But I think we'll get there. I think like most science fiction, it's not this binary thing that you just like wake up one day and we're like, oh, we've realized all the dreams. But I do think that these platforms are going to be the first time that I think that there's a realistic sense of presence in all the ways that that's special to people for most things that people want to do, which are not the most physical ones. And even some of the basic physical ones I think we'll get. But then there's a long tail of other stuff. I mean, smell is also really important for people.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's disproportionately important for memories. And that's not really a thing that I think in the next few years we're going to have in any of these devices. I mean, that's a very difficult and challenging thing on its own.